Yeah, you make sure you store this in a very good place, and because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. This is very important. So the first thing we're gonna do is, like I said, firstly we create a user. Make sure the user has admin access. Next, we're gonna install the Boto library and the AWS library. I'm not gonna go into that. To do that, you just need to do the sudo apt-get update and the sudo apt-get install python pip. You're going to use python pip to install Boto AWS command line interface. Next, we're going to configure the AWS command line interface. How do we configure AWS command line interface? It's simple. You just enter the command AWS configure. Then you see it gives you the prompt for you to enter the access ID key. This is where you have to copy this access ID and you place it right here. I'm not going to do that because I already have one inside. Then you see the secret key. This is where your secret key comes in. You put the secret key to inside and you press the enter. Now you select a region. I selected US East 1. You could select any region. There's so many regions for you to select. You have the East 1 is North Virginia, East 2 is Ohio, East 3 is I think we have East 2A, East 2B and stuff. You could pretty much select any. It doesn't really matter. I use the East 1 for this tutorial. You could pretty much use the same. You press enter, default output, just press enter, and that's it. The next thing we're gonna do is yes. Now we're going to generate a key pair. You need to generate a key pair. If you haven't generated a key pair in your virtual machine, you need to generate a key pair. The key pair helps you connect to the remote host, and that way it's easy for you to connect. You know. So for us to create a key pair, just do the command ssh keygen. It says here, enter a file where you want to save the key pair, and usually it goes to the home/vagrant/ssh/id_rsa. If I click enter, it asks me if I want to override. I already have one. I already have a key pair there, so I'm just going to press no. For your case, if you don't have one, just press yes. It creates one. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to upload a key pair to AWS. And for us to upload the key pair to AWS, it's pretty easy. Since we've configured the AWS command line interface, we just use the AWS EC2 import key pair command. Then we're going to name the key whatever we want. In this case here, I name it ansible. You could name it anything you want. Then the public key material, you point to the file where you have your key pair. You could have a key pair anywhere. So you point to the file where you have the key pair. So let's run the command and see. It's right here. Okay, this is the command here. AWS EC2 import key pair. Then the key name. You can name the key whatever you want. Let me name the key right here. I can name it mobile Y. Okay, name it whatever you want. The key, the public key material is where our SSH key, where we created our our key pair. So if I press enter, let's see what it does. It's supposed to create a key pair for us. Now it says here, yes, you see this command, key name, key fingerprints. Now if you go to AWS, your AWS console, if you go to your AWS console, you are gonna see this, the key fingerprint. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. Oh, where is it? There, hold on. Let's see, go to services, EC2. is A2. Let's see the keepers we have here. Okay, now these are the key fingerprints. These are all the keys I have. This is the key we created, the Y, and this is the key fingerprint. It's the same fingerprint we have here, so it's safe for us now to connect. It's easy. It's going to be really pretty much easy for us to connect now. The next thing we're going to do right here is, since we've imported the key pair, what we're going to do now is configure playbook. Now playbook helps us. This is where the power of playbook comes. This is where the power of ansible comes. Playbook is just a file. It's a file that helps us to, helps us to run tasks and commands in the remote host. Once we're connected to it, it helps us. It helps us provision the machine. It helps us automation. It helps us pretty much. This is where the power of ansible comes in. Now let me show you the playbook. You need to have all playbooks. They're saved in a file called the YAML file. It's .yml extension. You could name it whatever you want to name it, but this is the playbook I'm actually going to use to connect and create this instance. Now the key name I use right here, let me just explain this playbook. The host here is called web server. Is this the right playbook I used? Let me see now. Hold on. Is this the right playbook I used? I think so. Yes. Okay. Now the host here is the web server. Okay, that's the host machine that we used, that we connected with. Now the key name is the key name, whatever key name you put, a value of the key name, whatever key name you have already installed, whatever key name you named in the while creating this. Like I said, I had a key name of mobile Y. You see here, it's the same key name you're gonna place right here. Now the region is US East 2. The region here is US East 2. Let me see, there's something wrong here. Is this what I used? I'm sorry, I have so many playbooks here. I just want to be sure. I'm using the right playbook. For you. Okay, no problem. Let's go on. Big down go on. Okay, now the key name here is US East 2. The region is US East 2. Like I said, you could select any region. The instance type T2 micro is the smallest instance. How do we get all this? It's really easy. Just see if you want to launch an instance. I'll show you how to get all those parameters. We're gonna be running. Let's pick this. So instead of doing this mechanically, we're just going to do it on a file. Ubuntu. Yes, we're going to do this. Now, this is a T2 micro. This is basic. This is a basic. These are basic instance, smallest instance. It's free. It's free, so we don't have any problem paying for it once you have it installed. So our instance type is T2 micro. The Amazon image the image is AMI5A. This corresponds to this image right here. This is it. 759 BC50A. Come right here. Okay, I'm using YouTube. 759. This is supposed to correspond to your image. Host. New one. Okay, now I think I do have the image.